will see more of a success than a family that is headed by a man. And that is why we are featuring the leading ladies and trying to pull them out for people to see just the power of feminine leadership. Maybe one more question that I would ask Julie is, what challenges do you face when you are out there campaigning? Because the Kenyan politics is about money, it's about ethnicity, it's about popularity, it's about other theatrics that we've seen some politicians using. But I don't know if we are really going to go forth as a Kenyan people into the future with such characters of the politicians that we have seen. What challenges do you face?
I have once had an elective position, which I'm currently also holding. The challenge most of the time comes in terms of finances. I think the old norm or the old culture of people wanting money before they can give you their votes is still there. Yeah, it's still there. It's still alive. But okay, then before maybe I conclude, then there is also this issue of tribalism. It's also out there. It's so sad that maybe Kenyans haven't learned with the ICC or whatever is going on in the country, or even what really happened in that year,
The
seeing
2007
guys dying,
election,
killing each other, people that maybe used to be neighbors. There was no mercy. So tribalism actually is still there, because when I also go out there and maybe, beside even like the position that I'm seeking, if you talk to people on maybe who they would vote for, most of the Kenyans as it now, but I'm really hoping that before then we'll have changed.
Before the election,
Yeah, before the elections. Because you realize that they will vote for this person because the person is from their tribe. And my argument always is, why don't we vote in someone on issue-based? Issue-based, not tribalism-based. That way we'll make Kenya a better country to be in. So during my campaigns then, because I had, in our area I think it was very competitive, so we had campaigns. The issues that I sold to the youths, some of which now already I've started implementing on, is what really sold me. So maybe I can urge the women out there, if you're coming out, come out with something that is very solid. And if you want to catch the votes or attract the voters, then align yourself with Vision 2030. Because that is where the government that will come will lead towards. Yeah.
Are we prepared as women to really go for it, to run effectively and to run with a winning attitude in the election? Because I can see right now quite a number of women are coming up and say, yes, the new constitution has given us this number of seats, and we know that we are going to have nominations from the parties, and we are going to have so many seats. Actually, that is the word, that there are so many seats. And it looks like we are all fired up to run. But are we really doing the right thing, or we are just being flared up? We are just being, being filled with anxiety and not doing so much work on the ground? Like Julie has mentioned, that we really need to work.
I'm sorry to say that there's a lot of fire going on, and the marketing has been done well on what is available on the table. But the sad part of it is, the reality is, what will make women not really step up and reach the implementation part, as per my view, is I don't think they have really known their responsibilities. And because of not being aware of the responsibilities of those positions, they fear that maybe it's a lot of work or the terms and conditions may not favor them. So my message to them would be, can they please take their time and really see, yes, these positions are there, but what is my responsibility if I take this position? So that they can really check themselves and see that they are ready for them. Because they might go and run the way the message is going, take the seat, take the seat. But if you don't take it upon yourself, like she has done, and really understand the Vision 2030, understand the Constitution and how you can work with it to satisfy the community, then we will not last. But I think right now, Kenya, we are at a level whereby we need sustainability in leadership, in our social life. We need sustainability.
I believe so too, because what I'm looking onto is that I'm seeing like our lot as women in Kenya, what we have put ourselves into is we have delegated the role of leadership to a certain number of a handful of women who we've already been seeing in the media. We have seen them in parliament, we've seen them doing this. So it's like we are expecting they're the same ones who are going to run. I would rather see more and more, like you say, sustainability, more and more women coming from the grassroots and saying, yes, it is my time now to serve the community. It is my time now. I've been doing this work as a community social worker, as an adult education teacher. My community knows my work. I think I can lead them to the next level. But when you go to the villages, for instance, at the grassroots, women are so fearful. We are so fearful of politics, and we are so fearful of even taking a step. So I'm wondering, how are we going to really fill up those 171 seats, I think, 117 seats, when we are not seeing more and more women running for office or coming out to say, I will dare to run for office. Will we really be able to meet their third representation?
That is what I'm saying. Unless our women know their responsibility in those positions that they're supposed to take up, then it's not we are not going to fill those seats because we're scared. Leave alone even politics. There are groups that come up. You try even to take an organization, but even the NGOs have come up with different organizations, but when they're brought in the community, the women wait for the men to take up the nice positions first, then is when we'll follow up.
Actually, I give examples of the chiefs barazas.
Yes.
Because when you go to the chiefs barazas, you'll find it's only men, or we say, my husband will go, my brother will go, the village elder, who is a man, will go, and not the woman who is in that community. So I think that those are some of the places we have to keep on sending more and more women to go and raise their voices, so that we can make changes from the grassroots.
Because to me, what I'll say is, I'm looking at this as a platform for us to air our views, for our voices to be heard. We've been longing for our voices to be heard. We've desired to air our views and really say, no, this should not be this way. This is the platform. But unless we strategize as those women who've already taken up this position, you who is desiring to be a leader, you step up and identify with the women in the community and say, this woman is potential, this woman is potential. Now, can we engage them to encourage them to step up? If we don't engage them, those who are already trying to reach somewhere, those who are in different positions, we have to be practical for us to succeed and get all these seats we need. We need to be practical. The ones who've been privileged enough to already be in certain positions, we need to engage with those who are down there so they can really understand that step up. Because this is not change for me. Me as a woman, when I take this position, is a change for my children. It's a change for my husband. It's a change for my whole community, my brother and sister and my mother. The whole community, as they say, a woman, you change you educate a woman, you're educating the whole world.
Sure.
That is my belief.
Wow. So I think as we wind up, what would be the one message that you would want to give to the women, young women like yourself at the grassroots, women who have not been known, yet they are doing such an awesome job serving communities? What will be your message to them?
My message to the women out there, especially the young ladies, one is to open up. Let the people that you interact with every day know what you aspire or what is in you that you would want maybe to pass on to them to change their life. Because most of the time you realize again that the young ladies, maybe if, take an instance where maybe one uses a public transport, from the bus stop to the house, they don't talk to anyone. Straight to the house, straight to the bus stop, straight to the office. So I think I always encourage people, encourage people to open up. Because like I know wherever I live, most of the time you'd find me mingle even with the taxi people. And actually when I came up like stating that I needed this position, I realized even those people who uses drugs, there are people that knows you. You'll hear them say, ule msichana si ni ule mwenye na, you get? Yeah, so I think you need to open up, relate well with the people around you, interact with them, but also make sure that you pass your point. This is what you're interested in. Because again, if you're not, if you don't pass your point for them to know what you want, they might mistake you, and it might end up to being a sexual harassment thing. Yeah. Then the other thing is, when it comes to leadership, this is something maybe I would pass to all the women out there. If you realize that someone has come and maybe they're asking of your vote, and this is a woman like yourself, please, whatever has made women fail previously is because we do not have love for each other. That is our major issue that has let women down. So this time around we are saying, love the other woman. Please support them, because there is that thing that it is in them that probably you do not have. Then finally, I know it has been a challenge when it comes to finances. Maybe you want to, especially for those who are going for the seats, they have the challenge of maybe you need to make your promotional materials, you need to market yourself, as Helen has said. But now it comes in the issue of finances. Where do you get funds to facilitate your movements, your everything that entails your campaigns? For me, I do believe that if you have a good, or if you have, if your manifesto is good, and at least you know what you're really selling to your people, they should be in a position to be able to fundraise for you. Because I realized when I was doing my campaign, I would go maybe to have a printing of my posters, and someone would just decide to do it for me. Yeah, so it's the way you relate with the people out there. Then finally, keep on pushing until we get there. The 1/3 seats, we won't just get them by sitting because they've been allocated. We don't want issues to arise again. 2013, whenever the elections are going to be, we want us to justify that this has seats that we've gotten rightfully. Go out there, participate, vote, and by the way, Lindy, do you know that women also represent a bigger percentage of the Kenyan population? Yeah. That's the reality. So if I decide maybe to vote, yeah, we're going to have a tsunami. Yeah.
So maybe have a likelihood where the 1/3 becomes the men in some of these posts, and the women
because this one
get the majority of the vote.
It's not only for women. That's why in the Constitution is very clear. It's
either gender.
So who knows, maybe this 2013 is going to be
More
the
women
men
in-
pleading for.
Yeah. That
Other
would be
end.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Wow. When we come to the end, Helen, what do you think should be the message you will, that one message or the message you want to give to the women at the grassroots?
My message to the women at the grassroots is we've desired to have an opportunity to take our positions, to be in the decision-making positions. So this is our time. Our desire is here, but it all depends on what do you want to do about it. What do I want to do about it? What are we going to do about it? Then we will get to where we want to. It's as simple as that.
Thank you so much. Viewers, we have come to the end of our show today. And as you have heard from our guests, it is the time now for women to rise up and to take leadership positions. If you're a woman out there who is either working in the non-profit industry, you're working for an NGO or a CBO in the community as a leader, or you are working as in the corporate sector, or even you're aspiring to run for office, this is a program for you. We welcome you to come and be a part. If you'd like to participate, kindly write to us, or you can even join us on our Facebook, Leading Ladies Show, and send us a message on Facebook or write to us on leadingladies@yahoo.com. Thank you. God bless you.